Hello there! I have got a wheel, which is a little confusing for me because for the last 40 years I've been playing on anything but a wheel. I mean mouse, keyboard, joystick, controller, Atari 2600 paddle, you name it, I've played on it, but not a wheel. And I'm finding that I'm having to learn from scratch. So I've started a new game on Gran Turismo Sport with my wheel. It's a Logitech G29. Nothing fancy. I'm doing a daily race, and I'm doing this particular daily race because having just started the game again, I've actually got no cars. Well, I've got a couple of cars in my garage, but they kind of suck. They're the cars it gave me for apparently existing. So as you can see, I got munched off the line. I couldn't really pick my line into that first corner very well. But that's okay because I qualified second for this race. Being in the E rank, I was quite happy with that because there's a couple of people in here who could be aliens in the making. This guy here in second, looks like he's about the same skill level as me, I think. We're going to try and beat him. There's somebody else behind trying to come up the inside. He didn't quite manage it. This is only a 2-lap race. It gives us a chance to get our SR up, perhaps get our DR up a little bit if we can get a decent result in. And most importantly, we need to work towards getting our daily workout done. By doing the daily workout, we can start getting some better cars, compete in the higher tier daily racers, and it's kind of a snowball effect. I was really struggling on this lap. I've just, it's my first time racing Gran Turismo Sport with the wheel against other cars, and it's different. It's certainly more immersive. Got this run, got a run. No, I haven't got a run. Trying to get the inside of him for this corner. Ooh, bit of a nudge. He's still got the inside. I will go underneath him. And Bob is the brother of one of your parents. Thank you very much. This is a track I'm not particularly fond of, mostly for this last corner we're coming up to now. Very difficult to get it right. I still haven't quite got the braking point right for this corner. On controller as well as wheel, to be honest. Here we go, downhill into this big wide chicane. It's like the bus stop chicane at Spa, only multiplied by 2. So the wheel I've got is attached to a Playseat Challenge PlayStation Edition, which is probably the cheapest, nastiest sitting cockpit you can get, but in fact it's quite comfortable, and again it adds to the immersion. And it's blue. I don't know why PlayStation things have to be blue when Sony only make black PlayStations these days, and white ones. Not in the colour of the Playseat Challenge. I was hoping I could try and hunt down this guy in first place, but really, as you can see, I'm having a right old struggle. His qualifying time was way higher than everybody else's. I mean, he was maybe 4 or 5 seconds faster than me in qualifying, and I was in second place. So the guy's like some sort of, well, alien, of course. Never mind. There's nothing for us to hit, so our SR is going up. Obviously, we need to get the sportsmanship rating up in order to get our driver rating up, since your driver rating caps at the same level as your sportsmanship rating. We're nearly done with this lap now, and I think we'll be having another go at this to try and get that workout done. Maybe. It's a long lap in these cars, isn't it? I sit here looking at this thinking, what can I talk about when there's no cars in front of me and no cars behind me? I could talk about my wheel. The Logitech G29 is a really sturdy piece of kit. It feels great, it's comfortable, the The feedback is nice and weighty, gives a good feeling of immersion. There's some good vibration in there. What else can I say? You know, you get three wheels. What am I talking about? You get 3 pedals, so that's nice. That's more than you'd get with most starter wheels. And £250 with a gear shifter, the H-pattern shifter, which I've found very useful in BeamNG. So here we go into the chicane for the last time. Get us across the line. Soak up some of the cash and the experience and the mileage points. I suppose we can be happy with this. Or can we? I mean, am I happy that I came second with my wheel on the first attempt at a GT Sport race? Or am I frustrated I'm not faster? I think I'm a little bit both, really. I was hoping to have more speed from the wheel, but there's a lot of YouTubers and other sim racers out there on social media have said when you get your first wheel, you are actually slower to begin with. I suppose that's because you're learning from scratch. There's no muscle memory to work from. So we need to learn that muscle memory and develop it. Hooray! Fist in the air. So clean race bonus is always good. We're a little way off our workout yet, but hooray, level 2. That's level. That isn't level 1. Yeah, eventually got the Master Chief level 5. That's by picking up my awards. Going to another race. I didn't do any more qualifying, I didn't actually have time. As you can see, there's a lot of D's in this race, so we're right down in 8th to begin with. If you've watched my other controller, you know that I generally race better than I qualify, and with the joypad I can get right up to the front. So can we do that again with the wheel? Let's find out. I was occasionally forgetting to shift up, which is a bit of an issue. Must remember to do that. Really cautious since that first corner. I wasn't confident about the braking point, and I just got absolutely mugged. All I need to do now is keep up with 6th place, of course, and 6th will be ours when he takes the penalty. It's all good. That is assuming I can keep up, of course. This race not going as well as the previous one. Now here, Sanchez in front of us was quite slow into that corner, and I couldn't quite gauge it. I really put the brakes on harder than I had to. Concerned that I was going to hit him and pick up a penalty, which I did not want. And then we hit him anyway because he pulls in on us, or we drift out. I can't really tell which. We'll go back up to 6th from 8th, 5th now. Oh no, 6th again. So up to 5th, from our starting place of 8th I'm quite happy with, but we've got a guy on our inside right now who's going to try and have a pop at us, drawing alongside us. I've got the inside on the left here, and that's my corner, but I mess up the braking and he comes by our inside, so that's fine. That was a nice clean pass. I'm happy with that. We're higher than we started. We've got a lap and a half to actually pull back. Power. Try and get around the outside. No, I was too impatient to try and get around the outside, and I fluffed it. Never mind, up ahead the guy we're trying to overtake fluffed it as well, and he threw a cone at us just to let us know that he's not happy with our driving. Hey! And we get torpedoed. I'm sure the guy who torpedoed us actually got a penalty for that, but it's still kind of frustrating when you still lose another place. Never mind. 9 and 7th, the guy in front got a penalty. We can get that 6th place back. Work on trying to get higher. It's all good. We're welcome up to that corner that I absolutely hate. And it's like the guy in front of us hates it even more, and we've got people going off and going sideways. It's all good. So we can up the inside there with a penalty. That's just so messy. Now here, I have a little bit of an issue. Ready to brake? Brake! And no. No brakes. I hit the clutch by mistake. Never mind. I did enough to actually get our daily workout. Let's see what our first car is. What's going to get us into these other daily workouts? Daily races. Not that. Anything but that. Ugh. Did you see we've got a Group 1 and a Group 3 daily race? So that is not going to help. And as of yet, I haven't actually earned enough money to buy a decent car to do either of those races. And I don't just want to, you know, I don't just want to grind. So let's see what else we can do. We'll do a little bit of the Sunday Cup. Make this this is one of the cars that I started with because it was feeling generous. I don't know. We'll see if we can get around the first race in the Sunday League, the Sunday Cup. With this, traction control off. I like my cars nice and low for a nice low centre of gravity. So there we go. Fully customizable everything in case I decide to fully customize everything. Make sure we've got manual transmission, and make sure we haven't got any assists on that we don't want. 6 laps, but this will be a short race because it's such a short and fast circuit. Sunday Cup race 1 against the AI. Here we had an online race, now an AI race. Can't say not getting your money's worth with this particular video. Starting 12th of 12 with 6 laps. There you go, we'll have those 2 places, thank you very much. I'm not particularly fond of oval racing. Never mind. Whoa, going to the rear bumper of that one. And again, there's such a great overspeed here, even though I haven't actually spent any mileage points on the car. Second already. And that's it. That is literally first already. All I have to do now is not bin it. There we go. Let's go a bit faster. And not bin it. As you can see, I'm not binning it. There is no binnage. Binnage equals 0, except for hitting that wall on the last corner. I think at that point I was just bored. So that's great. A Sunday Cup 1 down. Bit more money. A little more experience. Let's go on to do some tests. Because I want to do everything. I want to cover every single base. Test 1.1 is of course the same as it's always been for every Gran Turismo game. Drive forward fast and then stop. Or in this case, it's just drive forward fast. Huzzah! Apparently I can accelerate. If you're struggling with acceleration on these tests, turn traction control off. There's level 6. Hooray, that gets us nothing useful. Move on to challenge 2. Very, very similar to challenge 1. Make sure traction control's off. And off we trot. It's going to be a challenge in the wheel, of course. Piece of cake. Couldn't be easier. Although strangely enough, it does help you to get a feel for the wheel. Go figure. getting really complicated now. I must set traction control off as default, just to save a little time. Operate the steering wheel. I will try. Go. Oops, a little bit too far over there. Had to steer too far. Lost an armful of time. I will not accept that. Let's get to this where we can see the whole car. Perhaps judge it a little bit better. That's loads better. Actually turning for the next gate before you get to the previous gate. Saves us bags of time. Okay, we're still racking up the money and the mileage points. So still getting your money's worth. Let's have a look at a challenge or two. This is the challenges for raising the place. We're going to start in 4th. We're going to go to 1st. We're at Willow Springs. This is a bit of a bogey track for me because I often mess up a long way around this track. Oops, sorry. I don't like doing that with AI cars because I think it's one of those things that reflects badly on you when you're playing online. It's one of those things, isn't it? So the wheel feels okay in these low speed cars. But let's face it, this is just the first of the challenges. It's only going to get harder from here. But that's fine, we want it to get harder. Getting harder is going to teach us to use this wheel properly. It's the second one. We've seen this sort of setup very recently. Again, it's 4 cars. Get to 1st, quick as you can. I think that if I hit somebody, I'm going to lose a lot more time than I had on Willow Springs. It's going to cost me a lot more. And there you go, that's the evidence of that. Lost a great deal of time there, but we still managed to get in front, so it's all good. One of the things I like about this this cockpit view is that the wheel turns at the exact same rate as the actual wheel you use. I think it really helps you to connect with the car and understand what the car's doing underneath you. That's just my opinion. I mean, you might feel different. Okay, we've got 5 this time to... well, there's 5 cars. We've got 4 to overtake. This is a circuit I'm not fond of. I think in recent times, Polyphony have put in too much in the way of penalties for just grazing the walls, and it kind of spoils the track a little bit. Again, that's just my opinion. There we go, no problem. This was actually my second attempt at this. The first attempt I did overcook it in one corner and just lost a second. And that's all it took to mess up, just 1 second. Never mind. It's all good. So we're going to move on to circuit experience. It's the last thing we're going to do. Circuit experience is a great way to get extra cars. And really what I want is cars for the daily races. So we're going to have a go at beating 44.1 seconds in the Audi around here. Very short track. There we go. That's in inexperienced playing out there. I tried to take too much road. Never mind. I'll have another go. And this time I'll try not to try too hard. Promise. I'll try to just try hard enough. This car seems to never end. Let's try this mess up again at this bit. Much smoother. Quite like this chicane. This is the front corner. And onto the straight. Power to the finish. Beat 44.1. And we have. We're up by almost a second. So I'm very happy with that. And hopefully I should give it a nice new car. Wow, a lot of money you get for that as well, which is very handy. It's good to know. And there's level 7. So that was fun. What have we got? These aren't great. I don't see a GT3 here. Unless that's one at the top. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? Can't see me using that anytime soon, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Like if you like, subscribe if you want, and if you don't, you don't. And hopefully I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.